Today, we shine the spotlight on a woman of extraordinary courage, faith, and resilience, Di Jones. Di is more than a mentor, a leader, and a builder of dreams. She is a 3-time cancer survivor. A true warrior who has faced the unthinkable battle not once, not twice, but 3 times, and today stands as a living testimony of God's grace and healing power. Through her storms, Di has never lost her fire. She has dedicated her life to uplifting others, helping people find their purpose, and reminding us all that no matter what we face, we can rise. As a licensed health and life insurance consultant, an author, a fashion and empowerment advocate, and a mentor, she continues to break barriers and leave a legacy of strength for generations to come. Her journey through cancer has not only strengthened her faith but deepened her heart for others. That's why she gives back, pouring into the Tarrant County Cancer Society, creating a space to honor and celebrate other survivors, and lifting up those still fighting. Because Di knows that cancer is a battle no one should fight alone. Tonight, we salute Di Jones, not only for surviving, but for thriving. For turning pain into purpose. For giving glory to God in every victory. And for showing us all what it means to be a warrior, a servant, and a shining light in the community. Di, we honor you. We celebrate you. And we thank you for reminding us that the very thing meant to take us out, can be the very thing that lifts us higher. You are truly unstoppable. You are a survivor. You are a hero.
Thank you for tuning in. A live stream new episode of the Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show will be starting soon. With your host, minister, and author Stephanie M. Seaton. If you would like to be a guest on the Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show, email Stephanie at stephaniemseatontheauthor@gmail.com.
Well, hello, and welcome to a special episode tonight of the Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show. Tonight, it is everything to do with the colorful world of cancer. And tonight, I have with you the visionary behind the movement and also a special guest. And they are going to be talking tonight about this amazing event that you cannot miss this Saturday night. So let me welcome first the visionary, Miss Diana Jones. We also call her Miss Di Jones. Welcome.
Hey. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you for allowing me to promote this tonight on the podcast. This is a special episode just for you because I'm actually in my off season. We will be back with the podcast in October, but I definitely had to do this for you. And tonight we also have Mr. Michael IDM. He is a Fort Worth artist. Welcome.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Michael, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How y'all ladies doing?
Doing good.
That's a blessing. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm thankful.
Mr.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
This is going to be such an inspirational conversation tonight, y'all. Listen, if you are watching alone, you need to go get a couple people, get your popcorn, share, tag, share, subscribe, whatever you have to do. But this is going to be a conversation that you want to be a part of tonight. If you have a comment, I will run it across the screen. We will answer your questions if we can. If not, we will message you back. Okay. So please get involved in the conversation tonight. We're talking about the C word tonight, the word that has struck so many families, so many friends, so many loved ones. But guess what? We don't lose. It's not a losing battle. There's so many things that are going to come from this conversation tonight, and not just this conversation tonight, Di, but the event on Saturday night. Saturday day. I'm always
Saturday.
The event on
Saturday day.
Yes. So it is going to be so powerful to see so many room of survivors. And that proves in itself that, you know what, we can't lose. Okay. Absolutely. And Miss Di Jones, our visionary, let me just tell you, she is a 3-time cancer survivor. 3-time. Just give glory to God for that. Just such a blessing, such an inspiration to so many people. And we're going to dig deep tonight into Miss Di's story. Um, Di, why don't we jump in with Mr. Michael IDM, the Fort
Yes,
Worth
let's do
artist? Why don't we find out a couple of things about what he's got going on? And then
Yeah,
we're going to talk about how this subject hits home for him
please,
and
let's do that.
what he can give us to input on this conversation tonight. So, Michael, do a little bit of an introduction of yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, and then tell us how this C word has impacted your life.
Okay, well, my real name is Michael Miller. That's my government name. My artist name is Michael IDM. I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised. I am a R&B artist slash. I'm a songwriter, singer. Uh, I have kids. I have kids. That C word has impacted my well. It impacted my life. My mom died from cancer a few years ago. She caught it late. My mom wasn't big on going to hospitals. She always
Mhm.
felt like they were kind of against us, but I didn't know. I was working out of town when it kind of hit me. I kind of came home and sat down talking to my mom, and she kind of had like a little shirt on, and I think my sisters had already knew, but I guess I was always her little baby, so she always kind of like,
Mhm.
I guess they felt like I would take it so hard to where they had to hide it from me.
Yeah.
And when I seen it, it was already she already had the lump on her chest. It was like a big
Mhm.
old lump, and I was like, "Mama, what's that lump on your chest?" She like, "Oh, that's not nothing. Them doctors don't know what they talking about." I'm like, "What are you
Mhm.
talking about?" I'm like, "You need to go get that checked out." You know what I'm saying? She like, "Them people not finna touch me. Them people not," and and my sisters and them already knew. I didn't know, and
Yeah.
we were probably about I went back out of town for about 3 more months. I came back and shoot, man. I probably stayed home for about 3 more months, man. My mama was, she had it was too late.
Yeah.
It was too late. She was already time for the hospital. She was in the bed for about a month, couldn't move, tired.
Yeah.
I would go see her every day, but she when she got in the hospital, no, they didn't, it was running through her. Like it was just
Yeah.
spread so fast that it just
Yeah.
so man,
Mhm.
it impacted me. It hurt me because that was my baby. Like I say, that's my mama. It's I didn't have my dad growing up. We only had my mama. She had
Yeah.
6 kids. It was 6 of us. And then what hurt the most is, she had 4 boys, 3 girls, and then so my 3 brothers, they all in the penitentiary. So every last one
Mhm.
of them, they in jail. So I didn't have pallbearers. I had to get my friends. I had friends had to help me carry my mom. You know what I'm saying? And my brothers, one of them got life, one of them got 40 years, the other one got 35. So it's like, I was blessed to be able to at least see her for the last time. And it hurt me because I know they were hurt, but it hurt me for them not to be able to see her for the last time. Like, I can
Yeah.
only imagine how they felt.
Yeah.
So it hurt me, man. I almost, it felt like I was having heart pains when like I felt like I had heart, like I was about to have a heart attack every day. Like that's what it felt like. Like it felt like I was getting my heart punched, pulled on, just when she died. And I was only able to cry one time. Like I was
Mhm.
able only to, I didn't have anybody to vent to.
Yeah.
I didn't have nobody to understand me how I
Yeah.
felt, because some people don't understand you. Some people do understand you, but it's not their fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So it's like, I feel sorry for you, but I can't, I can't mourn that with you. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
understand how you feel,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so that it kind of hit me, but I embrace it because I'm strong. We've been through a lot. Me and my family, we've been through a lot. We didn't overcame so much, and
Mhm.
so yeah, that was one of my moments. That's in
Yeah.
and when she told me what Miss Diana told me about her surviving that stuff, I as
Yeah.
an artist, I know a lot of artists feel like they just so big time and so big, they look at they look at people and they don't see the love that's given from
Yeah.
a person that respect your creativity and your
Yeah.
craft.
Yeah.
And that right there made it bigger than money. It wasn't enough money.
Yeah.
She couldn't give me $1, to participate in whatever she got going when it comes to something like that, because it let me know that we not alone.
Yeah.
It's all we got somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It might not be your family. It might not be your girlfriend. It might not be it might not be your kids, but it's somebody out there. And that's why I
Yeah.
tell people you can't lose. You feel like you going through something, you feel like it's over, man. Hey, you can't lose, bro. You can overcome anything that this world hits you with the faith,
Yeah.
with faith and prosperity. You can
Mhm.
overcome everything. You know what I'm saying? So that was like, that's one of my impacts. That's why I write. You might, I write a lot of different songs, but when you hear the real, you're gonna always hear the real. It's gonna
I'm
be,
with you.
Yeah.
it,
You said a lot of powerful things.
Michael.
I kind of want to touch on a couple of the things that you said. First of all, let me say this. We chatted a little bit before the interview, and I kind of got a little bit of the background, and you have just really brought up a few more things that I was unaware of to my attention. So I want to say I salute you, young man. I
thank you.
think that you are amazing. The fact that you were able to articulate everything that you just said that you have been through, and that you are strong enough to bring that here tonight on the podcast. Let me say that first of all. I salute you for being the strong man that the Lord has called you to be. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Um, I I was talking to you, and I already saw the spark. As we were talking earlier, but now I'm in a motherly way, thinking to
Yeah, I
myself,
know. Hey,
Go
man. Hey,
for it.
Hey, I'm a man. I tell
I'm,
anybody, man,
I'm
if you don't think a man should cry, boy,
no,
hey, you ain't no man, boy, man.
no. Men
Hey,
are
Amen.
men,
supposed
men
men are
should
Amen.
supposed to
express
cry.
themselves, man. And,
Men
and
are
and I feel like
supposed
the
to
world
cry.
don't give us enough,
Yeah,
enough hugs when it come to that, man.
yeah.
I even with my
True.
boys, man. Hey, you can cry, bro.
Yes, you
Whatever
can.
you going through, bro, let it out, bro, cause
Yes, you
that
can.
is a relief. That
Yes, you can.
crying has been a relief
Yeah,
to the world, and people don't
yeah,
understand that
yeah,
it take out so much stuff when you
yeah,
can let that pain go. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because that's what you hold it in.
yeah.
You sometimes you might need a little cry. It's gonna be okay though.
Hey, we
It's
are
gonna be
supposed to
okay.
be able. We're
Yeah,
supposed to be able to release our thoughts and our feelings, and it
So
doesn't
proud of
matter if you're a man or a woman. The Lord honors that. He counts. The Bible says that the Lord counts every one of our tears.
you. Yes,
That means
yeah,
he is looking. We are calling on him with those tears. And sometimes you don't know what words to say, but even in your tears, you're communicating with the Lord. And my heart, my mom heartstrings are pulled, because I just wish I could come through this screen and hug you right now.
that's what I
But
feel.
I'm giving you a virtual hug, Michael. I'm giving you a
I
virtual hug.
thank y'all so
But
much. I appreciate
Yeah.
y'all,
I
man.
want to I want to ask you this from your perspective of how this has affected your family. What do you say to that person that's watching, Michael, and they don't want to go to the doctor? They don't want to trust the opinion or the diagnosis that they've been given, because you said something very powerful. You guys didn't know. You didn't know. And so by the time you knew, the time had been spent. You only had 6 to 8 months.
Hmm.
What do you say to that person that's watching, that's that's just like not checked in, or not wanting to face the music? What do you say to them tonight?
I say don't be selfish. That would be my first thing. I would tell them don't be selfish because it's people out here that love you. It's people out here that care about you. It's people out here that's gonna miss you. And it's people that they count on you sometime. You sometime you be the reason that you know they wake up, that they embrace waking up, or that smile, that you get them that. And you hide something like that from them. When you gone, you can't help that. You can't fix that. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
ain't nothing
yeah,
you can do after, you know, you wait that long, and not, especially if you know, if you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you let them know,
Yeah.
let them prepare for something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Because
That's the
even
key.
though you
Yeah.
can't prepare for something like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
at least let them feel like they can prepare for something like that. You know what
Come
I
on.
mean? Because
Yeah.
my mama didn't have life insurance. My mama didn't have, we didn't
Bless,
have no insurance. So
bless you.
I came out of about 15 grand out of my pocket, to
Yeah, I
make
understand.
make sure everything was okay. And then, like I said, I got three brothers and they all got kids, right? So we talking about suits. We talking about just,
Wow.
to make this
I
thing go like it
understand.
need to go, and this stuff coming out of you need make sure those people, man, you just don't be selfish.
I
That's
get you.
one of my
I get
biggest thing, man. Don't be selfish to nobody because you feel like you're going through something, and you might feel like nobody don't care. Somebody care. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Yes.
saying? So,
Yeah.
be loving enough to not be selfish,
Yeah.
Love it.
because
Yeah.
Love it.
it's hard.
It affects a lot of people.
It affects
It affects a lot of
everybody.
people.
It
Yeah.
affects everybody.
Yeah.
You might, even the people you didn't got into it with, or you didn't had a flat out argument. Your sisters, you feel like you and your sisters don't get along. Y'all hate each other.
Yeah.
It affected when y'all can't hate each other no more. Y'all can't even,
Yeah.
y'all can't even get in that argument y'all had no more, because
Yeah.
you didn't just ran away. You didn't just
Thank
let go. You and so.
Jesus. You are preaching, Michael. Michael, you're
Hey,
preaching
hey,
tonight.
hey,
I'm telling you, you are
a lot
preaching.
of people look at me and say, "Hey, I
Yeah.
would, if I wouldn't have this conversation with you, I would not knew you talk like that. I would not knew
Yeah.
that you had
Yeah.
a conversation like that." But I done seen so much. I've been around so much, man. I mean, we can go through this all day. My mom was on drugs. My dad was on drugs, bro. I done slept in the mission. I didn't been through it. I didn't been through anything that anybody think they didn't been through. I probably been through it.
you.
I probably didn't. I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
And to where I can smile though. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean,
The
I
grace of
drop
God.
tears
Yeah.
through this because of
Mm.
this topic, but I can smile. You know what I'm saying? I smile every day.
Yeah.
Every day I got something to smile for. It is,
Yeah.
no matter what I'm going through, I got something to smile for. Like, so
Very
yeah, just
inspirational.
don't be selfish. Just don't
Yeah.
be selfish, man. Just, go to the doctor, get yourself checked out. You see something going wrong, just go, you know, they not always right, but they not always wrong.
Absolutely.
Give them a chance, give them a
Absolutely.
chance, and to save you if they can, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
if not, then like I say, you'll be out here, and you lose somebody, and it's
It's
like
too late.
yeah, it's too late. It ain't nothing you can do about it. And it was nothing I could do about it. I've seen plenty cancer survivors that made it. They caught it. They went and they done it, and they got people behind them. I feel like even with my mom, I feel like that was breast cancer. I feel like we could have got together and probably made, we could have fixed that. We could have probably, whatever they could have did to get that, to stop that. I feel like we could have stopped that. So that kind of hurt me. I feel like she was selfish. When I cried, I told her, man, that was just so selfish. It was selfish. And I know that,
Mm.
you have your way of thinking, how our elders get. They feel
Yeah.
like they feel like they know everything, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. When they stuck in that way, it ain't nothing you can do about it. That's their way. You
Yeah.
just gotta,
Yeah.
love them for who they are. So,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
to hold her as still a hero. And in the colorful world of cancer, we call a female our sheroes
Yeah.
because of what she stood for and her own belief. At that
Mm-hmm.
moment, she was strong for her own self,
Yeah.
not really being selfish, but that's just the way as her son, that's what you seen.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was your love for her. And
Yeah.
that's just how you felt. And in reference to her accountability and in reference to that, I can't speak for her at that moment, but as a survivor warrior, we'll say, so to speak, we become afraid and sometimes we shut out everybody and everything. And at there was a moment in my life where I didn't want to say anything to anybody
Mm.
because I felt
Yeah.
like they don't really care. To
Right.
be honest, and I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
And but then faith kicks in, and
Yeah.
here we go. And
Yeah.
just like you sing, I can't lose,
I
honey.
can't lose.
I stood on God's promises, and I'm still here today because He wanted me to be, not
Yeah.
Amen.
because of I, but because He wanted me to be. But I wanted to tell you, um, on behalf of the Colorful World of Cancer, this is called a certificate of love, and I'll be presenting that to you for Miss Elwanda Simpson. Did I say it right?
Yes, ma'am. You said it right. Yes, ma'am. Yep. It's
Glory to
L1
God.
Simpson.
She will be recognized as a shero in her own right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I look forward to meeting you in person and embracing you. And if we shut the house down, we shut it down. But anyway, I just had to interject and tell you your tears, God, God has them, each and every one of them, and you're
Yeah.
entitled to do just that.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
This is
proud
a
of you.
this is
I'm
I'm
proud.
beautiful.
proud. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Like I say, I'm every moment I get to, be a part of anything like that, man. I try to live through anything I can to, to be a part of those type of situations. Like, anything, even like childhood stuff. Like, I do backpack drives and I do, anything that I've been through, I try to push it out to the world to help somebody because I understand, I understand the youth. I understand we was all young before. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, we should be more of that. Like, there's no way we shouldn't be giving out socks. We shouldn't be giving out because it's kids that these kids act a certain way. Some of these kids don't got something. That's why
Mm.
they act like that. And we
Exactly.
don't know. We don't know because we don't try to find out. And then they hide it because they don't want to be embarrassed.
Embarrassed.
It's an embarrassment thing. So it's like, I'm not gonna tell nobody that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, but you can bring it forth and they will accept it. So it's
Yeah.
just so much stuff. Like, so I try to be different. I try to be different than,
Yeah.
the next young face. I try to anyway. So
Well, you're doing good as a
Yeah.
promoter. I would say your community drive, we embrace you and
Yeah.
keep doing the work that you're doing. Thank you, Michael.
yeah, thank y'all.
Well, Michael, you've said it several times. Miss Di said it several times. You have a song called I Can't Lose,
Yes,
a
ma'am.
motivational song that you have put out to motivate. Um, where can we get this song? How can we get the song?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Just type it in. Type Michael IDM in and you gonna see it. You type him in and you gonna see Michael IDM. I
Hmm.
can't lose. And yes, it is a motivational song. It's and for cancer, I tell you, for battling anything, man, anything you going through, man, just know I can't lose. It don't
Yeah.
matter. You fall, get back up, man. Just because you fail, that don't mean you lost. Only
Come
time you fail is when you quit. All right, you lose when you
Yeah.
quit. That's the only way to lose. It ain't no other way to lose. Is when until you say I'm done. I ain't fighting no more. I quit, and
Yeah.
that's when you lose. Other than that, you fall, you get back up. Just like when you fall, used to fall, and they tell you, hey, get back, get on, get up. You got a little scar on your knee. You gonna be
Yeah.
all right. Get up,
Yeah.
do it again. It's gonna be all right. So I people in jail, I got like I told you, I got brothers in jail, and I know brothers that then got out of jail and they truck drivers and they got
on.
they changed. I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
lose. You know what I'm saying? I beat it. I won. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
they might hit me in my eye that time, but hey, it's gonna heal and I'm gonna get back out here and I'm gonna do it. I fight some more. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
what I gotta do. So anything, anything that you going through, just know you can't lose. Just pray about it, have faith, and just
Yeah.
keep pushing. That's it,
You said the key word, have faith. Pray and
have
have
faith.
faith.
And it
Michael,
just needs what
thank
they say,
you.
just a little mustard seed. That's all they
Yeah,
gotta do.
that's all you need.
That's real
Just a
little.
little
Okay.
mustard seed. It ain't even gotta be that
Mhm.
big, man. Hey, my uncle used to tell me I was young when I was about 18. I tried to jump off the porch when I got my own apartment, man. And you 18, you ain't got the best job. So, it's gonna, hey, them lights get the going, hey, it's all kind of stuff. And man, I used to stress out. And my uncle told me, he said, "You believe in God?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "You believe in God?" I say, "Yeah." "You got faith?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, don't ever stress." He said, "One thing God, he told me this what, and this it's always worked for me. Tell me when anything going wrong in your life, you sit down and you go tell God that you made me a promise. You made
Mm,
me a promise that if I have faith in you,
that's right.
that no matter what I got going on, you gonna make sure it's all right, long as I abide by your law."
That's right.
And
Mhm.
every time my lights ain't never been cut off. I ain't gotta have a dime. Them that light bill get paid some
Yeah.
kind of way. Do you hear me? I'm talking about it
Supernatural
That's
just
faith.
God,
Yeah.
baby. That's
I,
God.
and I
That's
tell
Supernatural.
my and
Yeah.
that's the Lord. That's and and people look how God, man, look, man, he might send somebody to the door for you, man. Somebody might need some work that day. You gonna get that
Yep.
light bill paid, man.
Gonna have.
He gonna gave me my arms, my legs, all that kind of
Come
stuff. I'm
on
gonna go,
now.
hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
Every
get it.
little.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gave me. I ain't none of that. I believe. So
Yeah.
Yes.
it's so yeah. That's one of my little. That's how I go by anything I go through, man. I just, even if I feel myself stressing, I just sit back. Hey, God, look, hey, I'm stressing. I need you. You told me, long as I don't go back to
Yes.
selling these drugs or doing all that crazy stuff, you gonna make
I
sure
got
I'm
you.
okay.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's right.
And I
Yeah.
keep my word, you keep yours,
Ooh.
and that's how we
Well, I'm
roll.
gonna tell you something, and you just said it, but I'm gonna tell you what the Bible says. The Bible says the Lord's word don't come back void, and that's
No.
what
That's
He
right.
Amen.
when you
Amen.
remind Him of His word, when you present His word to Him,
Come
He
on.
honors His word.
Yes,
And so,
ma'am.
listen,
He
you have
do.
preached
Mhm.
tonight,
Yeah.
Di.
And look,
You
he
didn't
know
tell
he
me you was
said it.
gonna preach
Hey,
tonight.
he know
Yeah.
he said it. He know.
I was
Hey,
thinking.
he know he said it. But
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta tell him he said it. Hey, you
Yeah.
said that now.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
ain't
Man,
say
let
that
him
now.
know.
You said
I
that.
remember you said this.
Hey,
yeah,
I remember
I
that now. So we on the same page, Lord.
yeah,
was gonna say, Michael, you need to come back and have just your own conversation.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
you're full right now. And what I'm getting, I've never met you up close and personal that I know
yeah,
of. And I'm quite sure you feel the same.
yeah,
This is just so people will know. It's okay to reach out to people.
yeah,
Don't
Mm-hmm.
be afraid because
Yeah.
I really wasn't afraid. I'm just that type of person. I think God just led me to you. I don't know why. I know why now.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I was just obedient in my walk to reach out to you. And I thank you that you didn't shun me.
yeah,
You didn't blow me off. You spoke to me
yeah,
and we've conversated ever since then. I want to tell you this Saturday, just like Stephanie mentioned, the Colorful World of Cancer event is the award ceremony. You know about that. You already set up. All you do is come if you can make it. We don't know, so we're not even going to say that. But
Uh,
if you were able to, that's fine. We received that. If you're able to come, even the after party, I haven't told many people about it because I was trying to make it personalized for a lot of people that are going through and they don't get to let their hair down.
right.
And a lot of people that are coming to this event from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., they will experience the bulk, the gulf, and the strength of those that are warriors and survivors. That means if you're a survivor, cancer free, okay? If
Amen.
you're a warrior, you're like me. You're still fighting. I still have to go every 6 months or more to get a biopsy or another test or get some more radiation, get another. It's a
mm,
lot. It's
yeah,
ongoing. But God, okay, we don't never give
yeah.
up.
But
And that's
God,
my thing.
Amen.
But God, that keeps me
yeah,
stronger than ever because Jeremiah 29:11 says, For he knows the plans he
yeah,
has for me, just like he knows the plans for you as well, Michael.
Amen.
So the thing is, I was going to get back to asking you if you have time, come back to the after party. If you want to do something, then hey, the mic will be open. I just want to put it out there just like that. Boots on
Okay,
the
yeah.
ground.
And I
Absolutely.
couldn't not respond.
I don't
I'm an
know.
artist. I am an artist. So, and I try to be different from every other artist, if it makes sense, because I feel like all those artists, man, is you're not that busy to respond, right? Like
No,
you see,
you didn't.
I
You did though.
I see you texting me, Right now, I can't. Now I can't. I probably won't respond to stupidity, like, and I ain't gonna call it stupidity because some people just they people, and
Well, you
I
shouldn't.
might not
You can't get it too.
respond to every
I know.
girl, oh, you this. Now I might
Hmm.
not respond to all that. I thank you,
Hmm.
but when I look at something and it's meaningful, I'm always gonna respond. I'm never
Hmm.
gonna.
Even
I'm
with the
never too
kids.
big,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, I'm never too big for that. I can be a Grammy
Hmm.
nominated artist this week and I'm still gonna reach out. I'm still gonna
God
respond
hear
to
you.
you.
He hear you.
I'm never gonna not be that person. I always tell myself I'm not gonna be that person. I don't wanna be that person.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be the person that's so high up on the pedestal where it's like these people just people. No, no, no. These people like you. We the same. We not no different. We just
That's it.
we in different categories, but we not no different from each other. We bleed the same. We
Yeah.
all have
Right.
everything is the same.
Never forget your journey.
Yeah, you don't can't forget your journey,
Never
and
forget your
then
journey. That's
you
right.
know you you went through what my mom went through, and you survived, and that's a blessing, and I can't ignore that. It won't, my heart won't let me ignore nothing like that.
Right.
My heart too
Bless
big.
you.
You know what I mean? It just wouldn't. So
Thank you.
I appreciate you for reaching out and having the courage. Some
I didn't
people do
even
be
know
scared.
though.
People
I
be
was.
scared.
I didn't even know. I was reaching out because he had good music. Yeah.
She like,
I haven't heard the song yet, but I tell you what, I'm gonna have to go hear the song "I Can't Lose"
Yes.
by Michael IDM. I'm
yes,
gonna have to
yeah.
go hear the song. I encourage you strongly. After this broadcast, make sure you watch the rest of the show. But after this broadcast, make sure that you go and get "I Can't Lose." Okay, and that is by artist Michael IDM. Make sure that you do that,
Yes,
Michael. I
yes.
know that you have another engagement, but listen, my name on Facebook is Minister Author Stephanie M. Seaton.
Okay.
Reach out so that I can get you scheduled. Miss Di is correct. I need to have
Please.
you need to be back on the show. Okay.
Please.
So
I
we need
would love
another
to.
conversation with you. So make sure to reach out to me so we can get you scheduled. Okay.
Me too. And y'all gotta understand, I am a counselor, so I am sensitive. I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
Nothing wrong
When
with
it
that.
comes to having a sentimental conversation, I do not mind.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm human,
It's a
and I'm
beautiful thing to see a man be emotionally intelligent.
yeah. So
So,
I
Stephanie, I'll reach out to his publicist and get
Okay.
that information to you
Okay.
about him. Michael, go and have a good evening if we don't hear back from you, okay?
I will
And
do.
I'll see
Yes,
you
ma'am.
soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You will. You always, anytime you want to text me, you want to talk, you feel free to hit me. I'm going, hey, and if I don't pick up, I'm calling you right back. All right, you got my
Y'all heard
word.
that
You
when he
know,
on BET performing.
yeah,
Don't
when
forget he
hey,
said
don't
that.
you,
He
hey,
said he
you
said that.
text me how you remember you said that, Michael. Don't you,
I'm gonna
hey,
do that.
hey, do it like I do God. Hey, you remember you said that now. Don't you lie to me now.
For real, for real.
All
Nah,
right.
for
Man,
Thank you,
real.
Michael.
Y'all welcome. Hey, y'all have a blessed day, and y'all thanks for having me. I really appreciate. I appreciate the conversation with y'all. It was beautiful. I really do. I really
it was a
do.
pleasure. Thank you,
Pleasure
Michael.
talking to you too. Good
Y'all
night.
have a good one. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Amazing young man. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Mind blowing, mind blowing.
Wow.
I
Wow.
was reaching out for him to perform at my event.
Yeah.
And that's where this led to. So I
Yeah.
just tell you, God just puts you in the midst of people. But go ahead. I know we have to go to commercial and we'll finish
Well,
talking.
no
No?
commercial.
Okay.
We are talking
Good.
now, and
Water break.
we wanted to talk to Mr. Michael IDM. I know we were on a time crunch with him, but listen,
Yeah.
Miss Diana Jones is the visionary and the star of the show. And listen,
Mm,
I salute you, ma'am.
thank you, my love.
I want to say a couple of things about you.
Oh.
I met Miss Di Jones about maybe a year and a half ago. And she was a blessing to me with an event that she was having. And I had the opportunity to come on board, and she reached out to me. I did not know her, but all I knew was she was a very kind lady. And that is what drew me in to want to go and check out what she had going on. Because, just like with Michael, you just don't know what kind of connection or relationship you can have if you don't take a chance, right? So Miss Di sent me some information about what she had going on, and I decided to check it out because she was just so nice to me. And here we are a year and a half later, and I love this lady. Her spirit, she, during the time that we met, she was going through a challenge. And I did not know all the ins and outs of that, but I will say this: she wasn't able to make the event that she was hosting. I, to this day, have never been in the room where someone that was still living had so many people say so many amazing things about them. And what I mean when I say that is, when you go to a funeral, when you go to things of that sort, everybody talks about the person because they've went on and they've done that. They've lived their life. But in this event, Miss Di Jones just couldn't make that event that night.
I was
and everybody that was there that had encountered this woman had amazing things to say about her. I still to this day have heard no one say anything bad about Di Jones.
Ooh, thank God.
And I'm grateful for that because you don't find that too often. Her heart is what I want to talk about. Her heart to give, to showcase other people, to shine the light on other people. And she's so selfless, she wants this event on Saturday night so much to shine light on the survivors and the people that have been affected by cancer, to give back to the Tarrant County Cancer Care Services. This is a fundraiser event. Ticket sales will be helping to give back to this particular service. But this is the thing that stands out. Miss Di is a 3-time survivor herself. And we cannot have an event on Saturday night without honoring Miss Di herself. Because you have just been through so much, and yet you keep pushing. And I salute you for that. I really do. I salute you for that. I have been in your presence, and the Lord placed me in the room on several times where you were having challenges with your voice. And I remember we went to this one event, and I just so happened I was debating about going or not going because I was in town for something else. But I said, you know what? I'm going to go by her event. And the way that the Lord works, I just happened to pop up and go to her event.
And of course,
she put me on the program right on the spot. But aside from that, because that's who she is, but aside from that, she was having a voice challenge. And I ended up that night speaking for you. And, we did this, you talk, I talk, you talk, I talk. But in that moment, I thought to myself, I don't even know this lady, but the connection that the Lord just immediately, showed between the two of us. It's like every time I have showed up at something that you have had, there's just been this moment where it was just right on time. I can't explain it better than that. Do you ever feel that way? Have you thought about that?
No, it's absolutely true. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
It's happened so often. You had to speak for me just last week. I lost my whole voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Furman Jackson kicked in and had to speak for me, and Chef Mott, everybody stepped up.
Yeah.
My voice just went to a whisper. It's okay though. I mean,
yeah,
God provides the tools for me to do when He's ready.
You said something amazing though. What did you say on Saturday? You said, when it's meant for people to hear me, I will speak. And it was like a miracle happened. In that moment, your voice just went out without, I was just like, wow.
And everybody just like,
Everybody looked. Yeah.
I was amazed.
Yeah.
It
But
just happened.
by faith, you said that. By faith, you said that. So listen, I know
I
that you were
forgot
an
about that.
author. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I was taking notes. So you are a author, a licensed health and insurance consultant. You have your boutique. You have so many things going on, but yet you are taking the time to honor so many people on this coming Saturday night. And I salute you. I salute you that you are taking the time outside of yourself to think about those other people, because you know how it feels on that side of the fence. You have personally experienced this. And even with just what you did just a few minutes ago in your magic, just a few minutes ago, in that moment, knowing how Michael felt, but yet also knowing how his mother may have felt in her defense, you know, being able to share that, that was a beautiful moment that was just captured here a few minutes ago. So I have so many questions, but let me ask you this. What was the running thing that you told yourself during each one of these bouts that you went through that got you to the other side?
My grandchildren, really, because I'm Yaya.
Yeah.
I'm Yaya to a lot of children that aren't even my blood children, grandchildren, but I'm Yaya, and it's rewarding because I get to spend time with them, and I've seen them all grow from. I've held them all in my bosom.
Yeah.
And to see most of them where they are today, my oldest grandchild and my only granddaughter so far is 16.
Okay.
And when she came to my bedside the first time, and she said, "It's okay, Yaya."
Mm-hmm.
And she has a praying spirit. She actually has healing hands. And when I say that,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't know what I meant by that at first. And then I explained to her what I meant.
Yeah.
She can just touch me, and I just,
You feel better.
oh God, yes. It's like she has something. I know what it is, but she has it. My mother has it.
Yeah. The presence of the Lord. Yeah.
Oh yes, very present. Very, very. Yeah. So that's what takes that's my really strength for right there. But God is the ultimate, because he told me, "How dare you have no, not dare, not to have the audacity to put a limitation on what he can do."
Ooh.
And why not you? And don't question.
Yeah.
Have trust and have faith. That just keeps on popping me in my mouth, popping me, but actually in my top lip, and I just be like, "Ooh, what?"
Yeah.
And it used to fumble me. When I say fumble me, it's just like a ball. You drop it and it keeps going.
Yeah.
Well, the thought was like, "Woe is me." At first, I have to be honest. I was like, "Woe is me."
Right. Yeah.
I have cancer. Oh my God. I said, nobody in our family had cancer or has cancer. And it was just a horrifying situation. And then when they diagnosed it and said, well, the GERD that you have to watch what you eat. And I tell everybody now, because I learned after the fact too.
Yeah.
I was popping Tums like drinking water. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just popping them because I have a little situation. So I'm going to pop some Tums and keep on eating and sipping my little Hennessy and stuff that I liked. I loved it. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah.
before I go to bed, I have me a couple of shots or whatever, but it start messing with me, and I didn't really know until I start having those sore throats. And I was like, dang, it feel worse than just a sore throat.
Yeah.
It was a deep inside. And then that's when I had the biopsy, and well, I
Yeah.
actually had a mini stroke. Then that's how they found it at the
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Just
No, you're fine. You're fine.
reminisced a little bit.
Somebody's listening tonight, Miss Di, and they need to know these inside things, because you just told us some symptoms, which is a big deal. For, if somebody is going through that, it will have them to actually think a little bit more about, what they have going on.
Mm-hmm. It's called GERD.
GERD.
GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease.
Yeah. Wow.
Fat meat on like fatty meat, hamburger meat, brisket, stuff like that. Red sauces, tomato paste, tomato sauce, lemons, all that good stuff we really like. Just take
It's
it
not
easy
good
on
for
it,
us.
or just don't. When I'm in radiation treatment,
Yeah.
I can't have it for 30 days before my treatment. I'm in a for actually it's for they call it 3 to 4 weeks. It's 30 days.
Okay.
3 to 4 weeks of no dairy, no dye number 3, 4, no yellow 1, no, that means eggs, milk, cheese, none of that. So
Yeah.
that's when I really lose weight, when I'm doing the radiation. I try to go back that route sometimes, act like it, but my mind don't work that way. Anyway, long
No,
story
I get
short,
what you're saying.
yeah, because I lose weight when I do that, because I can't have those things, bread and stuff. So I had to learn how to eat
Yeah.
better in order to strive and live longer. So
Yeah.
I learned how to make bread without egg, learned how to use flax seeds. I learned how to make my own milk. I use almonds and walnuts and what else? Oatmeal. Yes, you can use rolled oats to make you some milk. It's a different taste, but it's milk. And I have it with my cereal and things of that nature. I had to learn those things. So, yeah, it's a lot with it, but it helps you. If you learn and do it right, start doing it right now. If you start having those symptoms, just stop taking those Tums, because it'll affect your kidneys, and it's actually a temporary fix.
Yeah.
Even Pepsid, Google it. It'll tell you. I'm not a doctor, but
Yeah.
I know what it did for me.
Yeah.
So it helped, but it was a temporary fix. But
Temporary.
it also caused long-term problems. So
Yeah.
look into that.
This is very good information, Di.
Yeah.
Very good information. I do want to say this. You are well accomplished in so many things. I know that you're over children's ministry at your church. You're an author. You have your boutique. You're doing a lot of work in the community. Author D.E. Jones is her author pen name, so make sure that you check out her books. Big Gal's Boutique is her boutique, so make sure, I know she has a page on Facebook for the boutique. Make sure that you support her as an author, as well as the boutique. But let's talk a little bit about Saturday night. What
Pow.
can we expect on
Pow.
Saturday night? Colorful World of Cancer fundraiser event. What can we expect, Ms. Di Jones?
You can expect a day of enjoyment, excitement, tears, laughter, resilience. You can see it all up close and personal.
Yeah.
You're going to have the speaker. I got to back it up a little bit. Last year was a phenomenal opportunity to share with some family members. I did a little test run. Let's do family members and see if they can come to the forefront in reference to sharing. Yes, my mother had cancer. She passed away, or she lost her battle with cancer, or my dad or my cousin. Okay, a lot of people. it was over 50 people that I had to give certificates to. And I'll show y'all the certificates of love. This one is just one to a volunteer, but this is how they look. And I do them on cardstock, so they're able to be put in a frame. I don't provide the frame, not yet. We're growing. But anyway, long story short, so it's not just for the family members. We give them to a little bit of everybody, okay? So when we did the test run, this year, coming to the forefront are the family members that submitted for their parent. I can't believe it's 3 people.
Yeah.
And one of them is a man that is very dear to me, but I've known him since he was a young man, and his name is Bobby D. Earl. Long story short, this man, very phenomenal. He's a man's man. If you see a big 6'5" man or what have you, that's him. And I believe he drives a 18-wheeler. I'm not for certain. But anyway, I don't want to get too personal, but I want to share this experience. His mother was the cousin to my BFF.
Okay.
And I've known them for many years, over 20 years. So, I've known him for a while. So to see him today, celebrate his mother last year, but this year, y'all, the men are speaking. It's a male takeover for the colorful world of cancer this year. We have Bobby D speaking. He is a survivor. Yes, he is.
Wow. Yes.
So last year we celebrated his mother's gaining her wings. God rest her soul. And now this year we're celebrating his success and his survivorship.
Yeah.
We also have the phenomenal, extraordinarily, exceptionally talented Keith Brice. He is a 15-year cancer survivor. And I'm not telling his story. Y'all gonna have to hear that up close and personal. He is a phenomenal guy. He's also the husband of a good friend of mine, Onyx, and Antoinette Brice. If you guys know her, she is a director. Playwright. Yes, I couldn't even think of it. But yes, phenomenal family, and they have it going on. They're ready to step up to the plate and speak about how cancer has affected them. So I look forward to hearing from them. And then last but certainly not least, if you ever had the mother of your church speak, and in our community, we call the mother of the church the oldest woman of the church most of the time. This beautiful survivor, warrior, woman for Christ is 96 years old.
Whoa.
When she grabs the mic, all I got to do is, y'all just grab your get your tissues, because she's that awesome.
Yeah.
Her name is Martha Hammonds, and I'll call her mother because that's what she is to me. Very dear. I've known her for over 20 years too.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So from vacation Bible school teachings to where I am today, I owe her a lot of praise. And when you hear her say hallelujah, baby, you feel it. You don't just know it.
Yeah.
You don't just know it and hear it, but you feel it when she says it. She's 96, and she knows Mother Opal Lee. They went to school together. So it's just phenomenal to know people. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm very excited about Saturday night. I have the pleasure of being the host and MC.
Yes.
And I am very excited about that.
Yes.
I know this is going to be a very amazing event. And like you said, there will probably be some tears, but there's going to be so many praises and hallelujahs that we're able to be in the room, and that we're able to have the people there to celebrate. So it's going to be phenomenal. I'm excited about it. I know the Lord is going to be in the room, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah. I can only imagine. I have visualized it in my mind, and I just know it's going to be an amazing room when you have that many grateful people, that many people that are overcomers. Can I say it again? That many
Say it
people
again.
that are overcomers of something that the enemy threw at them, yet they survived because of the grace of God, because of the blood of Jesus, because of the covering and call on their lives. They are going to be in the room talking about their victory, just like my dear friend here, 3-time survivor, and is cancer free now. Praise the Lord.
Yay!
Yeah, this
Oh
is
my
going to
God.
be an listen. If you have not got your ticket, Di, how can they get a ticket? If they have not got a ticket, how can they still get tickets?
Yeah, just scan the barcode that's located on the
The
how should I say,
flyers.
on the flyers.
Yes.
It is specifically on the flyer. I put it that way because there's a lot of scammers out there.
Yeah.
Everything is secured,
Yeah.
okay? Your
Yeah.
payments are secure. And oh yeah, give a big shout out to Lynn Diada, who is
Okay.
my, I call her my promoter because that's what she
Okay.
does for me. And if it wasn't for her and the deluxe system that I use in
Okay.
reference to getting all of my information out from flyers to barcodes and links, because of her, I'm able to take those donations and I'm going to be able to shoot them directly to Cancer Care Services of Tarrant County. Give a shout out to them. I'm so pleased with them. Because of
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
during my journey, I was able to have food at home.
Hmm.
Not that we didn't, but when I say that, my husband had to work, okay?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't bond him with all that other extra stuff, but he
Yeah.
did things like put my soup in the microwave before he
Yeah.
left, and he made sure I had the things that I could eat in the refrigerator.
Hmm.
But certain things that I couldn't just do, they would make sure, like me, mom's meals.
Yeah.
They signed me up with mom's meals and also Meals on Wheels. I couldn't think of the name. So they
Okay.
made sure that I was able to have some of the
Mhm.
nutrients that I really needed
Yeah.
while during my healing process. I didn't
Okay.
have to cook at all.
Yeah.
And when I couldn't eat because of the radiation, that's another story, but I couldn't eat. So I had to drink.
Yeah.
And those premier shakes,
Like some
all of
nutrition
those
shakes. Yeah.
nutritional shakes. I
Yeah.
thank you, Stephanie. They
Hmm.
can become very expensive. So
Hmm.
rather than my husband having to spend that money or HSA, what have you,
Yeah.
honey, Cancer Care Services
Yeah.
provided 3 cases every month.
Wow.
Every month. So do you think
Wow.
I'm going to celebrate them and give
Yeah.
back?
Yeah. Big
Yes,
shout
I
out.
will.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Big
will.
shout out
So
to them.
if you're able to donate, if you can't make it, please at least donate.
Hmm.
And you can reach me at any time. Jones died 10, and that's Jones died, JONESDI10 at yahoo.com. You can email me. And my phone number is on all my flyers too,
Yeah.
682-321-6903. If you want to reach out and give a donation, and that those proceeds go to Cancer Care Services of Tarrant County. Please look them up. And today is National Giving Day for all
Hmm.
of the nonprofit organizations. I
Hmm.
listed them on my email page for on my Facebook page, Diana Jones. So please, if you would, please give into Cancer Care Services of Tarrant County. Without donations, they can't prosper. And with
Right.
all the new changes in our government, they're not the only ones that's suffering.
That's
Okay,
right.
I was going to have Moncrief there to do the mammograms, but because of funding, they had to cut it out. They can't come. So
Yeah.
now I won't have Moncrief there this year. We're going to shoot for next year, but this
Yeah.
year they can't. They're unable to make it. I just got my email 2 days ago. They're unable to make it this year. So that
Okay.
was going to be this year was going to be their first year coming to do on-site mammograms
Yeah.
and prostate checks too. So
Yeah.
let me tell you guys something. Um, it's an opportunity for all of us to get checked. Okay.
That's right.
There's also some free services too. Check with your community resource centers. Also call 211. And when they ask you what services you need, yes, I'm seeking free mammogram services. I'm seeking free prostate exams. These are your resources and they're needed, okay? So
Mhm.
don't be ashamed. The shame comes when you don't do it.
That's right. That's right.
So don't be
Yeah.
afraid to ask.
Yeah. Well, listen, Miss Di Jones, I am just honored to again be a part of this conversation tonight.
Mm,
I am honored and looking forward to the event on Saturday. That
yes.
is at 12 noon, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and it's at the Everman Civic Center.
Right.
Um, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just excited. I just know that this is going to be an amazing event. And there's food for all of you that are wondering.
Oh,
Is
let
there going to be food? There's catered food.
yes,
There
let
are
me say.
vendors. Yeah, there's going to be vendors there.
Mm-hmm.
Some awards. It's just going to be an amazing event. So you definitely want to be in the room. And as Miss Di said, if you're not able to be there, please contact her to see about sponsoring or taking
Donation.
care of a donation to a worthy cause. Okay.
Mhm,
So as we come to a close tonight, Miss Dime, I'm
mhm.
going to let you just kind of close us out with what else do we want the people that are viewing tonight to know about this topic, to know about the event Saturday? What else is on your heart concerning this?
That everybody needs to get checked and tested. Don't let the evidence is there.
Mhm.
Don't keep ignoring it. Okay. I ignored GERD for a long time because I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, I'm okay when I wasn't. So don't ignore the symptoms that you're having. Go get tested and checked
Mhm.
out. Men and women, not just for the GERD or what have you. The women, do your self examinations for the breast cancer,
Mhm.
not just your breasts. Go under your breast, go right above the abdomen, left and right, and go full circle under your left arm and your right arm. And when you go in when you go under there, go in a circular motion just like this. And you
Mhm.
don't have to press hard. Okay? Just like
Okay.
that. And make sure that you have your regular checkups, don't skip them. And if you're age 40, they moved it up. So if you're age 40, let's do it. The insurance company will pay for it at this time. It just depends on what insurance company you have, though. Not all are paying for those. They used to cover them. I do want to let everybody know Mama
Mhm.
B's Cuisine will be serving us
Yes. Yes.
on on this Saturday. We will have loads of entertainment. We will hear a song called "I'm Not Afraid of the C Word," and that's by Nitty. Nitty is my bonus son. He's a phenomenal artist. This young man is he's phenomenal. You guys, I can't wait. We will
Yes.
also hear from Impact. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Walking His Way, Impact Voice with Furman Jackson. And
He's actually here right now.
who? What did you say?
Furman's
Oh,
here now. He says, "Hey,
oh,
ladies," Mr. Furman Jackson
hey,
himself.
Furman. And also, we'll have some other entertainers. Now, that is just for the daytime. We'll also hear from Dr. Perry. She's a podiatrist here in the city of Fort Worth. Also, the after party starts at 7 p.m., $5 at the door. Don't trip because we have security and you will be on camera, so don't act up. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Everything's happening. 213 North Race Street, Everman, Texas, Everman City Civic Center. Be there, be square. And I want y'all to come on. Let's what is it called? Boots on the ground. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. The best boots in the house will win a phenomenal prize. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Stephanie, for this time. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
everyone that chimed in and listened. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, yes, yes. So listen, we want to see you on Saturday night to support Colorful World of Cancer event. This is going to be an amazing event, and this is definitely worthy of you showing up and being supportive. Okay, Mr. Furman Jackson says myself and Lo will be there for the Just Saying podcast. Very good, very
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for tuning in tonight for the special edition of Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show. I will be back in October to kick off season 3. I want to thank you guys for being faithful watching the show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I had to do this tonight for Miss Di Jones, just an amazing lady. And this is going to be such an amazing event. So you have to tune in on Saturday. You have to tune in person. I say tune in like I'm doing the episode, but you have to show up. You have to
Yes,
show
show
up
up.
in person, okay, to support. And I will be there. I will also be representing with my books and all those things as well. But listen, this is going
Thank
to
you,
be just
Stephanie, for being the
amazing.
host this year. We appreciate you. I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. So, again, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Miss Di Jones. I love you, and I will see you on Saturday. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Bye bye, y'all.
Good night.
If you would like to be a guest on the Stephanie M. Seaton Sunday Show, email Stephanie at stephaniemseatontheauthor@gmail.com.